What is up, guys? It is the opening day of West River rifle deer season. I went and checked cameras yesterday and looked around the place. Really haven't been home a lot. It's not looking great. We just don't have the food this year we have most years. Most years we've got triticale coming up. None of our triticale came up this year. It was just so dry at the end of the summer that even drilling that stuff a little bit deeper than we normally do, we still didn't get enough moisture for that triticale to come up. So we got nothing there. The corn never got any ears on it this year because it was just so dry back here. So we've got some standing corn that has no ears on it. There's some deer moving in that, just eating stalks and stuff because there's no food anywhere else either because it was so dry. But yeah, we don't have a whole lot around. Normally I'm looking at seeing 40-50 deer on a morning sit for rifle. I'll be happy if I see 10. If I see 10 different deer today, it'll be a good sit. But hopefully we can get done. We do have some big bucks that have been showing up a little bit, so we'll see what happens. You never know. It is the rut, and I'm ready to go. Well, guys, like I said, it was the first day of rifle season. I'm sitting looking for a buck on the creek down below our house, and the rifle hunters that we had hunting does come driving up. They got there a little late. They kind of bumped some deer out of there when they came up the driveway. And about the time they did that, I see the buck that I wanted. He was basically in our yard the night before eating, and I started heading down towards him. When they drove by, they kind of bumped him pretty hard towards the neighbor's place, so I hauled ass down there. I ran for probably 300 yards, 400 yards down, got to where I could start sneaking, snuck up to the spot I wanted down there in the creek next to this kind of willow brush tree thing, and sat down, and the little buck that was with him came up to the fence at like 50 yards, 40-50 yards, something like that, and he comes walking up behind him. And go to pull that trigger, and there's just a click. For some reason the slide didn't close all the way when I loaded the AR that morning, and round didn't go off. So now I'm stuck trying to figure out how to pull that back out without making too much noise while he's standing there at 50 yards staring at me because he heard the click. No freaking way, dude. No freaking way. No way did that just happen. Oh my gosh. Where is it? First shell in the chamber did not go off, and I still killed that deer at freaking 70 yards, baby. 70 yards. I ejected a shell out of an AR with them standing there and put him down, baby. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that is unbelievable. I pressed my fingers against the back of the scope just barely to push the slide back, dude. Popped this one out. I don't know why this one didn't. It must not have seated all the way because there's not even a spot in the back there. Oh, the feels like was -10 when I got out of the shop this morning, and the deer were up and moving. I saw way more deer this morning than I thought I was going to. And that was the buck that I saw last night. I knew I would shoot him if he showed up. Sure enough, there he was. And I pretty much slam fired that round. I let the slide go and let her eat within a second of each other and freaking smoked him, dude. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's a big buck morning, baby. Yes, sir. It is a big buck morning. How about that guy right there? Huh? How about him? Look at that thing. What a stud. Shot him at 50 yards. Cold morning. First day of rifle season. November 12th. We got her done. I saw this buck last night. He was in our yard last night. Saw him leave out the north end of the property. Thought he was probably not going to show back up. And nope, he decided to Decided to come back this morning. Saw him from pretty much from the yard, because we're hunting right down here on the creek. The house is right up there. Saw him pretty much from the yard, and made my sneak down here. Yeah, pulled the trigger on the old AR. Didn't go off at 50 yards. Managed to pop that round out, let her slide back in, and shot pretty quick after I let it slide back in, because I knew he wouldn't be around for long. Look at how wide that deer is though. Oh, that's a stud. Beautiful rifle buck. I am definitely happy with that. That's pretty sweet. Can't ask for a much better chip shot than 50 yards, even if your rifle doesn't go off the first time. Thank you all for watching. That's probably going to be a wrap on our hunting season right there. Time to go ice fishing. What a hunt, guys. I can't believe it all came together that way. As many mistakes as I made, for it to still end up with a dead buck at the end is kind of crazy. Usually it's a game of whoever makes the least amount of mistakes, and I made a lot of mistakes to still get that buck on the ground. So I couldn't be more happier with how it turned out. Thank you guys for watching another Wanna Be Outdoors video. I'll see you next week.